Welcome everybody. Today we're going to be going through a back bending practice. So a couple of blocks will be handy, and if you have a yoga strap, that's great. If you don't have a yoga strap, then we'll make do without. I'll give you options. And we're gonna start off on our backs. So lay down and make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes and just notice what it feels like to be in the moment, the time of the day, the space that you're in. Then take a deep breath in through the nose and a long exhale through the mouth. Then shift into Ujjayi. Today I'd like to offer you a quote. It's one of my favorites, and it's one that bears repeating and remembering every now and then. And that is to stop going to the hardware store for milk. Please interpret this as you like, or as it applies to your life. For those times when we need to admit to ourselves that something's just not working, that maybe our expectations are misguiding us, that something just simply is not the right fit. Stop going to the hardware store for milk. And what I love about this is that it doesn't blame the hardware store for being wrong. It simply is what it is. It just isn't the place that you need to go if what you need is milk. Is there a relationship of some kind that isn't working for you because you keep trying to get milk from that hardware store and all they offer is hammers and nails? Is there a job that isn't working out for you because you keep finding yourself wandering the aisles of that hardware store looking for milk, and you just keep coming up with sandpaper? Is there a path that's becoming frustrating for you? Because every time you ask for that sweet milk, they merely direct you to the section of the store that offers plumbing equipment and padlocks. Do you even find yourself getting angry at the hardware store for never having milk, instead of asking yourself why the heck you keep searching for a dairy product at a place that sells turpentine and paint thinner? Remembering also that the hardware store is a great place if what you need is a drill bit. You're not likely going to find that at the grocery store. So once in a while, check in with your expectations and stop going to the hardware store for milk. Then begin to breathe a little more deeply, a little more full. Like you're energizing the body and pulling energy back into it. Start to wiggle through the fingers and the toes. Rotate through the wrists and through the ankles. Do a little rock along the back of the head. Eventually, bringing yourself back into stillness. Place your feet flat on the mat with the knees bent. Wiggle your feet open to the width of your yoga mat. Take your arms up overhead in a soft diamond shape, and on the exhale, drop your legs, collapse them to the right, so that the left inner thigh falls heavy to the ground. You can even place your right ankle on top of your left thigh and guide it down a little further. Notice how the twist feels open, like the front of you along the left side is getting a little stretch, a little reach. ankle is resting on your thigh, release it. Pick your legs up. Make sure that you still have a wide stance in your feet. And on the exhale, collapse the legs to the left. Then you can place the left ankle on top of the right thigh, guide it down, a little bit of a side bend, a little bit of a back bend, and a little bit of a twist. Then release the ankle, bring the legs back up through center, and now wiggle your feet back to hip width distance. Drop your right thigh open, butterfly your right leg. Take your right foot and thread it back behind your left heel. Then if it's reachable, hold on to your right foot with your left hand, or bring the arms up overhead. Either way, bring the ribs down, back ribs to the floor, and close the space between your lower back and your yoga mat. And then see how to stretch throughout your thigh, your quadricep muscle, and your hip flexor, both below the hip and above the hip point. All that long line, again, reaching open the front of the body, front of the thigh, front of the pelvis. And then let that go. Bring your right leg back up, foot flat, and drop your left thigh open. Thread your foot back behind your right heel in front of your sitting bone. You can hold onto the top of the foot or bring the arms up overhead. Less back arch. It'll actually give you more front body opening. Another breath like that. On the exhale, release. Bring the leg back up through center. Draw your knees into your chest. Cross your legs at your ankles and rock yourself up into seated. Come on into a tabletop position. With your blocks up near the top of your mat, they'll be there if you need them. Set up on all fours and then go right into cat-cow flow. On the inhale, drop the belly and arch the back. And on the exhale, round the spine, widen the upper back. And just keep going on your own breath. Then after your next exhalation, bring yourself back into stillness. Back into a neutral spine. Take your legs and step them back into a plank pose. Then like a chaturanga, do a little shift forward, bend the elbows, slowly lower all the way down onto the belly. Take your left arm right to a T position with the palm flat on the ground. Rest on your right cheek. Right arm in chaturanga, we're gonna tip to the left side of the body. Slowly topple over till you feel a big stretch through your bicep muscle, front of your shoulder, left side of your chest. Take an inhale. On the exhale, carefully roll back onto your belly, do the other side. Right arm right to a T, left hand in chaturanga. Tip yourself over, opening up the right shoulder. Breathe in, and as you exhale, come on back down onto your belly. Take your left arm up overhead. And then tip onto your left side again. You can use your left arm as a little pillow for your head. Bend your right knee for a quad stretch. Reach for the top of the foot. Bring the thighs back together. Send your tailbone towards the back of the mat. So again, you get that hip flexor, quad stretch, and release. Then exhale, release your right leg, switch on over to the other side, roll onto the right side of the body, use your right arm as a little pillow for your head, bend your left knee, reach back before the foot. Bring your thighs together. and take one more inhale. And as you exhale, come on back down onto your belly. Place your hands again like chaturanga, toes untucked. Go to cobra pose, breathe in, press the arms to straight, roll your shoulders back. Make it upward facing dog by lifting the thighs off the ground. On the exhale, roll over the toes, go to a downward facing dog. Find your stance. Hands about shoulder width, maybe a little wider if you're broad through the shoulders. Feet hip width, if it feels better to go wider, do. And make sure that your stance is long enough that you can angle your tailbone to the sky. If you're very short like this and you're trying to jam your heels down, you might find that your spine rounds. Go a little longer, maybe put a little bend in the knees, drive the hips up and back, and then take an inhale and reach the right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee, take your heel to your sitting bone and swivel your hips open. Turn your chest square to the floor, drop the right arm down. Let it be a little bit of a back bend. And then straighten yourself back out, look forward, and step up to the top of the mat. Breathe in, reach the arms to the sky, put a little bend in your back knee, sit your hips upright until you feel a little stretch through your left quad. Then look up, touch the palms, make it a little bit of a back bend through the thoracic spine. On the exhale, bring your hands down, bring your right arm inside your right leg, heel toe your right foot open, drop your back knee down, place your left hand flat, rock to the outer edge of your foot for lizard, but then reach your right arm back behind you, and if it's doable, you can bend the knee and reach back for a big quad stretch. It might perhaps be too early for you, and if that's the case, no big deal, you're just reaching back and twisting. Then take an inhale, and on the exhale, come on down. Pick up your back knee, wiggle your foot back through center, step back into plank and take a chaturanga. Upward dog, big back bend, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take your left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, swivel your hips open, but don't let your right arm slam to the floor. Square your chest center, and try to widen across the front of your pelvis. Then go back to straight and neutral. Look forward, step up to the top, maybe help it through if you need to. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Sit your hips upright, so instead of letting them fling forward, lift the frontal hip points. Think about closing the front of the body, lengthening the back of the body, and then you'll get that big quad stretch. Look up, touch the palms, do a little bit of a back bend. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. Left arm inside the left leg for lizard. Roll to the outer edge of the foot. Drop the back knee down. Reach back with the left arm. Maybe reach for the top of the foot. Take an inhale. Exhale. Come on out. Pick up your back knee. Wiggle your foot back through center. Step back. Plank. Exhale. Chaturanga. Hover. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in down dog. Smooth the breath out, just check in. And then we'll keep on moving. Take an inhale, reach the right leg to the sky in three-legged dog. Look forward, step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, high lunge, reach up and rise. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat, step forward into half back, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Breathe in, reach up and rise. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive over the legs. Breathe in and lengthen half back. Touch the mat, step your right leg back, high lunge, and Anjaneyasana. Reach up. Exhale, bring the hands down, go to plank pose. Shift forward, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and exhale back to down dog. Reach your left leg to the sky. Step forward, a high lunge, lift the back knee, keep it up. Exhale, bring the hands down, step forward into half back and lengthen. Fold all the breath out, exhaling. Reach up and rise, inhale. Hands to the heart, exhaling. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway lift, lengthen. Raise the mat, step your left leg back with your balance. Reach up and rise. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right away, come forward into a plank pose. Shift forward, bend the elbows, lower all the way down onto the belly. Take your arms and reach them up overhead. Rest on your forehead for a moment. Bring your thighs together. Point your toes straight back. Make two fists with your hands. Keep the tops of your feet and your pubic bone pressing to the floor. Those are going to be your anchors. Take an inhale, float your arms, peel your chest up on the exhale, pull your elbows back towards the sides of your waist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Pick up the pace. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. 4, 5, 6. Come up a little higher. 7, 8. Use your back strength. 9, 10. Hold it. Keep breathing. Elbows pull back. Shoulder blades magnetize towards each other. Make your chest wider. More space from shoulder head to shoulder head. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, come down. Rest on your forehead. Reach your arms back behind you. Take your palms and flip them down. Take an inhale. Reach the legs up. Exhale, press the air to the body. Do it again. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, lower. Just the lower half, lift. 3, 4, 5. You can keep looking straight down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on down, take your arms, reach them forward in front of you, full locust. Breathe in, peel up, lift the legs, lift the arms. Take your hands behind your head, fingertips behind the ears. Stay lifted, peeling your sternum off the floor. One last one, reach the arms back behind you. All right, let's do one more variation. Take your hands, interlace them, C-arms, slide the hands back towards the feet, come up a little higher, and then exhale, release, come down. Rest on one cheek, bend the legs, do a little windshield wiper of the legs side to side. Come on back into stillness, straighten your legs, plant your hands alongside you, like a chaturanga. Tuck your toes under, collect your core, shoulders on the back. Take an inhale, go to chaturanga, exhale, hold it. Inhale at chaturanga, exhale, press to plank. Inhale at plank, exhale, downward facing dog. And come forward into plank, shift forward, lower all the way down onto the belly. Wrists are under the elbows, not the shoulders. Keep the toes tucked, shoulders on the back, lift your knees, firm your legs. Do it again. Take an inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale at chaturanga, exhale to plank. Inhale at plank, exhale to downward facing dog. And breathe in, come forward into plank, exhale, shift forward, chaturanga all the way to the floor. Adjust the hands if you need to. Keep the toes tucked. Firm everything up. Take an inhale, exhale, chaturanga, neutral spine, exhale, plank, neutral spine, exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale through the nose and out through the mouth, exhaling. Then drop your knees to the ground. Come up into a kneeling position with your toes tucked under. Ustrasana, camel pose. Take your hands to your lower back with your fingertips pointing down. Start there. Draw the shoulder blades together. And then just start to find some mobility and arch through your thoracic spine. Keep breathing, no holding of the breath. It's an exhilarating pose. I want you to think about thrusting your pelvis forward, but not letting your thighs splay at all. Think about rolling your inner thighs back, send your tailbone down. If you want to reach for the ankles, go for it. If it's too much, stay where you are. A lot of energy in the pose. Feel your heart beating in your chest. Don't worry about what it looks like, as long as it feels okay. Lengthen out your lower back, give it more space by doing that posterior pelvic tilt, like you're searching for a quad stretch through both of your legs. If you're holding the ankles, bring your hands back to your lower back. Everybody come on, back up, then untuck your toes, sit back on your heels, release the arms, do a closed child's pose. Exhale and fold. Let your spine go the other way. Let the shoulder heads hang. Heavy arms. Next inhalation, rise up, reach your arms forward to straight, and head to a downward facing dog. Put a bend in your legs, look forward. You can hop up or step up to the top of the mat. Lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach the arms up and rise. And bring the hands to the heart. Exhaling. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend the legs, sweep the arms up. Put the weight in your heels. Bring your hands into prayer. And we're gonna twist. Take the left arm, hook it on the right thigh. Twist yourself open. Plug the left thigh bone back. Get the knees flush with each other. Shoulders back, forearms stacked. Try to get your sternum, your breastbone to move up to where your thumbs are. Then shift your weight onto your right foot. Peel your left heel up off the ground. Then peel your heel up towards the sitting bone. Take a slow motion step back into a lunge. Maybe wiggle that left foot back and then reopen up. Firm your back leg straight. Imagine that it's like a back bend. Lean back into it. Descend your front thigh down. Get it parallel to the floor or close to that. If your balance is feeling great, keep looking where you're looking. If it's not feeling so great, look down. Take an inhale. On the exhale, go back to your twisted chair. Sit back down into it. Take your arms, both of them, open them up and twist even deeper. Big T-spine mobility. Inhale, and then exhale to fold. Inhale, reach up and rise. And at the top, do a little back bend, stretching out the hip flexors. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Second side, chair pose, inhaling. Exhale, take the hands to the heart. Twist, right arm, left thigh. You can even tuck your thigh in there, get a good little wedge. Stack your forearms on top of each other. Shift your weight onto your left foot, take your time. First, just lift your heel off the ground. Then see if you can peel your heel up towards your sitting bone. Point the toes, that helps. Take a slow motion step back into a lunge, wiggle it into its spot, and then reopen up. Firm your back leg straight. Widen your chest, contract the upper back, pressing your hands vigorously into one another. Make some space in your neck, shoulders under the ears. Maybe keep looking up, testing your balance, or look down, step up, back into twisted chair, and then open up the arms. Take a big breath in, exhale, and fold. Breathe in, reach up, and rise. Take a little back bend and bring your hands to your heart, exhaling. Keeping your hands in prayer, give your palms a little press. Shift your weight onto your right foot, and let's take warrior 3. Tip back slowly, tip forward slowly. Go nice and square, no swivel in the hips, shoulders on the back. Lift a leg parallel to the mat. Take your arms and reach them back behind you. Do this slowly. Bend your left knee. Reach for the top of your foot if you can with a hand. If not, just imagine that you've got it. We're gonna stand up into dancer's pose. Inhale, right arm to the sky. You're gonna take your left hand, swivel it to the inner edge of your foot. Your whole arm bone turns, giving you more space in your chest. And then go into the back bend, tipping forward, hinging slightly at your right hip crease. Tip straight forward. Press your foot into your hand into your foot. And then drop your left rib cage down if it's lifting. So you're steering your chest center too. Standing leg, press it straight. Take an inhale. On the exhale, bring yourself back up and release the pose. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer. Ready to balance on your left leg. Give your palms a little press into the midline. Go for it, warrior three. Catch your balance. Bring your shoulders back. Straighten the lifted leg. Go pretty straight with your standing leg, although a little micro bend in the knee helps. Wing your arms, both of them back behind you. And slowly start to bend your right leg. Can you reach back for the foot? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, maybe you have to hold on to something. That's fine. Inhale, come on up. Head into dancer's pose, just pause. Swivel your hand the other way so your thumb is pointing back. You're holding the inner edge of the foot. Send your tailbone down, collect your core, and then tip forward. Focus. Let an inhalation bring you back up to stand. Exhale and release. Top of your mat, feet hip width distance. Drop the arms down alongside you. Surya Namaskar B, 3 rounds. Chair pose, inhaling. Exhale, fold over the legs. Half back lift and lengthen. Plant the palms, hop or step, chaturanga. Upward facing, inhale, do it all on the breath. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, warrior one, drop the back foot and rise on the same inhale, and then exhale, come on back down. Breathe in, step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left leg goes up, inhale. Exhale, step forward, drop the back foot and rise. Virabhadrasana Eka. Exhale, come down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower, hover. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Bend your legs, look forward. You can step or you can hop up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale. Press to stand, exhale. Close the eyes, give yourself a few cycles of breath to settle. We've got 2 more rounds. Notice what you notice. A good time to remember why you're here, why you practice. And open up your eyes. Let's do it again. Chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen your back. Plant the palms. You can hop or you can step through the vinyasa. Back into a down dog. Right away, right leg lifts up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, come on down, step back and lower. Inhaling. Exhaling. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step forward. Drop the back foot, inhale and rise. Exhale, bring the hands down without sweeping the foot. Carefully step it back, lower. Up dog, down dog. Bend the legs, look forward, hop or step to the front. Inhaling, exhale and fold. Bend the legs deeply, descend the thighs into chair. And press to stand, exhale. Same thing, close your eyes. Let a few breaths pass. Collect yourself. Slow your breath down. Even it out. One more round. Open up your eyes. Drop your arms alongside you. Sweep the arms up to send the thighs. Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Half back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward dog. Back to down dog. Reach your right leg, carefully step through into Virabhadrasana. Exhale, come down and take the vinyasa. Back to down dog. Left side, last side, lift the leg, step through, drop the back foot, reach up and rise with your balance. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing, roll over the toes, back to down dog. Then bend the legs deeply and hop up to the front. Inhale, half back. Exhale and fold. Chair pose, inhaling. Press to stand, exhale. Again, close the eyes. Let things settle. If you need a sip of water, take that now. Open up the eyes, and let's reach for the strap. We're going to practice King Dancer's pose. If you don't have a strap, then you can just practice the regular dancer's pose the way that you know it. So we're gonna take the strap and let's put it along the ball of the left foot. We're gonna balance on the right foot. If you're just doing regular dancer's pose, that's gonna be the way we did it before, holding the inner edge of the foot. Find your balance, straighten out your right foot, put your strap into your hands, swivel it around the top of your foot, angle your left elbow to the sky, and then join your right. And instead of going into the back bend right away, bring your ribs and just train yourself to use your core and tilt your pelvis ever so slightly. The tailbone goes down, your core engages, your back lengthens out. Now you're ready, go for it. Tip forward, and you might walk your hands further down the length of your strap. Keep hugging your elbows together if you're in the King Dancer's pose. Lifting the thumbs up and away from the back of the skull. Lots of focus. Keep the tension on your strap. That's the key, especially for the exit out of the pose. Slowly, come on up, keeping the tension. Carefully release it, one vertebra at a time. And your lower back should feel great. If not, then just make little shifts and changes on the next side. Listen to your lower back. Take your strap around the ball of the right foot. Prepare to stand on your left. And begin to enter the pose. No huge back bend, collect the core. Keep that little pelvic tilt in mind. And then go for it. Lead with the right inner thigh. Tip yourself forward. Again, keep the tension on the strap. Can you lift your forearms away from the back of your head? Deep rotation of the arms. Hug the elbows in. Don't let them splay outward. Hold the strap tight. Slowly use your inhale to rise up, one vertebra at a time. You release. Take the strap off to the side. Stand up near the top of the mat. Let your arms dangle alongside you. Give them a little shake. And then take an inhale, reach the arms up and rise. On the exhale, fold over the legs. Do a big forward bend. Bend the legs a lot. Hang your head. Hold on to opposite elbows. And then just hang there. A good bend in your knees. You can just let the spine dangle like a ragdoll. Maybe do a little shake. A little sway side to side. then come on back into stillness. Take your fingertips to the mat for crow pose. Pick your heels up, wiggle your feet back a little bit, bring the inner edges of your feet together. Take your knees and wedge them into your triceps. Plant your hands, spread your fingers, tip your body weight forward, peel your heels up towards your sitting bones. And then to exit, you can shoot back to chaturanga or step to plank, one leg and then the other. And head back into a downward facing dog. Take an inhale through the nose and a sigh. And reach your right leg to the sky. Come into a pigeon pose. Pull your knee in, roll your thigh outward. Drop the knee down outside of the wrist. And exhale to fold. Use your next inhale to rise up. As you come up, come onto your fingertips and do a little bit of a back bend. Roll your shoulders back. Make it feel like up dog. Aside from the right leg turned out, you're getting the up dog feeling through the left side of the body. And then exhale, plant the hands, tuck your left toes, go back to a three-legged dog, reach up and back, and then set the leg down. Switch sides with the left leg, pigeon, Kapotasana. Set yourself up so that both knees feel comfortable. Wiggle around until they do, and then relax. Use your next inhale to rise up again. Come on up onto the fingertips. Roll the shoulders back. Again, make it feel like a hug dog. Press the top of your right foot into the floor. And as you exhale, come on down, plant the hands. Go back to a three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, release the leg down. Bring yourself forward into a plank pose. Do a little shift forward, bend the elbows, lower all the way down onto the belly. Reach the arms back and tuck the toes. You'll either choose locust pose again, or you'll go a little deeper in bow pose, reaching back for the tops of your feet. Hug your thighs together. Press your pubic bone towards the floor, and on the inhale, lift yourself up, press your hands into your feet into your hands, and see if you can rock back on your pubic bone. And take an inhale, and as you exhale, lower down. Rest on one cheek. Do a little windshield wiper, the legs side to side. Then come back into stillness. Straighten your legs, and we're gonna flip over onto our backs. So flip right over. Center yourself on your mat. Take your knees and hug them in towards your chest. Just do a little rock side to side. And bring yourself back into stillness. Drop your feet to the mat. Set your feet up for either a bridge pose or a wheel pose. Decide which one you'd like to do. 2 feet pointing forward. If you're going for bridge, arms down alongside you, flip the palms up, tuck the shoulder blades under the back, and then go on up. If you're going for a wheel, take your hands back behind your head. Fingertips pointing forward towards your feet, towards your legs. Take an inhale, come onto the top of the head, readjust if needed, and as you exhale, up into your wheel. When you've had enough, slowly make your way down. Hips down to the ground, and then don't pull your knees in right away. Take your feet and wiggle them apart. Let your knees fall in towards one another. Constructive rest pose. A good midway point between spinal flexion and extension. Now take the knees, draw them into the chest. Take your fingertips behind your ears and peel your head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground. Try to round your back into the floor. Take an inhale, reach the legs to straight. Exhale, pull them back in. Pick up the pace. 2, 3, 4, keep the legs low. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the knees in. Keep the knees in. Reach through the legs for happy baby pose. Lift the soles of the feet to the sky. Do a little rock side to side if that feels good. Back into stillness. Let your feet go. Extend your left leg to straight on the mat. Keep the right knee drawn in. Take the right arm out to a T and twist as you exhale. Aim to stretch out the right lower back. Back up through center. Switch sides, straighten your right leg. Exhale to twist to the right. Bring the left leg back up through center. Drop your feet to the mat and bring the soles of your feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana. Take an inhale through the nose and a breath out through the mouth. extend them into a final Shavasana. Arms alongside you. Eyes closed. Back to our initial quote of stop going to the hardware store for milk. It reminds us to check our expectations, what we expect of others and what we expect of ourselves. It asks us to be realistic, to come back down to earth. Just a little reminder. Begin to take some deeper breaths. Just bringing yourself back from your Shavasana to your surroundings and the space around you again. We'll make the slow transition out by pulling the knees in a little, rolling over onto the right side of the body, resting your head on your right arm. Just to take a moment for the ritual of thanking yourself for practice. And then just let the practice go. And we'll slowly come up into a seated position. Sit up nice and tall to honor the practice. Take your hands to your heart in prayer and bow your head down, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Thank you very much for practicing again. From my light to your light, namaste.